The story that we have sold or bought, the story that is our narrative, our life. How close to that architecture, to that symbol, that archetypical form have we become? And that's the reminding point here. Whatever path, whatever you are in life, whatever I am in life, this form of yoga, for example, is self-correcting, continually realize itself. When you're activating the Kundalini Mata Shakti, or when you're being in the presence of it, trying to have a relationship with it, the ultimate creative observed structure you can perhaps embody. That story, that narrative, has to become clear in your eyes to yourself. That's all. And you can approach it from many different perspective intelligence. You can call it sins, you can call it distractions, or whatever you wish to perceive this reality that we're caught in here. You can use tools to do so. You can get some kind of observational point. When I get down to the point of observing myself in its essence, and really examining that from using the mind to examine that particular idea, right? Of intelligence observing itself. There doesn't seem to be anything there other than intelligence itself. A perspective awareness that transcends all time and space, apparently, or at least anything that I could describe or think about. And that's what I think Osho was referring to too. Never born, never die. That presence is always seems to be. That's what's happening. And it's sometimes embodies these forms. I'm starting to see these myself, and I have to see myself as personality constructions algorithms set in the fields of quantum fields here. And they're self-correcting. They're self-effacing in a sense because they understand limitations of themselves. And that's the best case scenario here. So for the biological, psychological matrix of myself that's speaking here, the best it can be hoped for is happiness, joy. And if you can actually say it and start to let it permeate your body, then it starts to work. Remember, this is holistic. This is wild Kundalini yoga. This isn't something you're not going to get off the shelf here. This is serious talking to ourselves here, allowing the infinite universe to have some purchase in this form. And that's a lot of stuff to happen. There has to be a certain design features built in, certain neuroplasticity built into your substance of your reality, to even allow these ways to establish themselves in the neurological basis of this. It's a process, but you have to you're going to subject yourself to the process no matter what form of yoga you're going to take. It's just you're going to take a little bit longer and maybe a little bit more precise measurements. Certainly, you'll be drawn as you're meant to be drawn to yourself, because the self, the part that looks at ourselves and really examines that, really looks, that part that far back. That has to be the essence of this. Happiness, joy, health, that should be the byproducts of that relationship. And if it's not, then you should look carefully at the relationship with yourself that you're having.